Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Venus rising. This is the general message for Virgos. If it resonates with you, take what does, leave what doesn't. If it don't fit, don't force it, just relax and let it go. Virgo, some of you are dealing with masculine. Could be a father figure. He's a very disciplined father figure, but the challenge is today, there's good vibes now and in the moment, but it's showing here in the past somebody was drowning, somebody was over their head, overextended, somebody could have even hit rock bottom, because you need to set boundaries with this person, Virgo, okay? This person can be quite disrespectful, and enough is enough, okay? You might need to defend yourself, because some of you are dealing with the old ex. It's a dead-end relationship, coming with the old ways, okay? Consciously, you know that you feel like the situation is hopeless. Some of you feel lost or going through some form of depression, or the person could be, and are feeling suicidal. But somebody here is paranoid. It's telling you to be cautious. You're feeling insecure, guarded. Some of you, there was some mutual respect at some point. It was a unity. But somebody here is spreading some form of rumors, gossip going on regarding some intimacy with a soulmate. So, pre-warned is pre-armed, because somebody is spiritually protected here, okay? You're getting chased. Some of you might be moving, okay? Got boxed up already, because you're dealing with somebody here who's very angry, okay? There's somebody here who's searching for answers of where you are, or it could be blinded to the truth. But they could be watching you online. But this is somebody who may want revenge, okay? They may be offering you for a coffee. It could be even somebody unblocked. But for some of you right now, your intuition's kicking in. It's telling you something isn't right, okay? But for somebody though, this person does have hidden motives, okay? But the facts haven't been fully revealed yet. But it's smoke and mirrors here. So don't be fooled by your appearance here, because this person has ulterior motive. This is someone who forces things on you, forces their way in, okay? But you're going to meet a new alliance. And for some of you though, you have to be careful again, because it could be the same script, different cast. Because somebody here is trying to keep up appearance. They've got ulterior motives, okay? They're acting like everything's fine, this person. But for some of you right now, there's going to be some unexpected revelation, shocking revelation for some of you about this double standard this person's got, okay? It's one rule for them, one rule for you. Some of you are trying to get some form of evidence, because for some of you right now, somebody could be hanging around with a lot of groupies, or somebody here could even be on the down low, okay? But what's in the dark in here is going to come to the light. It's going to be some unexpressed inner desires somebody's got here. But somebody's keeping tabs. Someone's keeping a close eye on your actions right now to see what you're doing, what you're up to. Because somebody here is dirt digging, or you're dirt digging on them. But you're dealing with the forcer here. This is somebody here who can be quite abusive, verbally as well as physically. Okay? They like to hang out with groupies. And some of you are giving up the groupies because they're finding that they're not your friends, they're frenemies. And some of you could be cock blocking here, because they're a drama star. Okay, there's people around you right now that could be careless, could have caught some form of disease, but these are people that are walking around you that you could even be working with. The wolf in sheep clothing. They're pretending to be something that they're not, okay? And for some of you right now, you are protected, like I said, but for some of you, somebody feels closed in, trapped, or somebody's very frustrated, okay? And for some of you, it's not working, because this person who could have car issues, okay, or somebody here is lacking some form of self-control. Police might have to be called, because somebody here is very jealous, okay. Somebody you might even have to block here on the internet, okay, because somebody's refusing to change. There is no equal give and take. Some of you are having conflict because somebody put you in a position where you was a third party. Somebody here could be having some conflict regarding this, because it was an open relationship that some of you could have been given to, and now this father here, what's in the dark is coming to the light, the secrets that they was trying to hide. Some of you definitely need to use your intuition if you're dealing with a baby father that's coming back, or a father figure himself. There's something about this father figure here who's very controlling and very manipulative you need to kind of look out for. Let's see what other message here for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Venus rising. What other message here for Gemini do they need to know? In the present, some of you are still crying over spilled milk. You're drowning in your emotions because you're still hurt, and that's the problem. Somebody could have put you in a third-party situation right now here, Virgo, or you put them. But for somebody right now, somebody wants to come in with an apology from the past, or somebody here was offering their cup of love. But in the future, listen, some of you are waiting for something to grow first, because unconsciously, you're taking your time, okay? Some of you could have been with a Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus for a while, but for some of you, there's other people involved, okay, that you could be listening to, or other people could have been getting involved in this relationship. Yeah, family members. For some of you, consciously know this was going on in the home, okay? That somebody brought a third party in, because it seems like your influence was this Five of Swords, where there was conflict and arguments and competition here. And somebody here with the external influence with this Death card here. Death could have been in the family. Some of you right now are walking away from people and things that no longer serve you. Some of you have been waiting to do so, because you're being very defensive now, because you've got to keep your walls up, because you've been through a lot, okay? Some of you right now have turned into the Queen of Swords, Virgo. Some of you are representing yourself as the outcome, because you are going to get some victory and recognition here, okay? Because for somebody here, though, it seems like somebody here was going through a loss, and they was hurt, and they was in a dark place, okay? Because there was other people in the family that was getting involved, or for some of you was waiting for some form of conflict to be taking place, because somebody is going through a major change, okay? It seems like you're cutting out people and things that no longer serve you. So let's see what the situation's about for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Venus rising. Tell me more for Virgos regarding this loss. Wow, that's too many. But somebody here was in a third-party situation, okay? And it seems like somebody was on the down low, Virgo, and somebody here could be telepathically dreaming about this person, because somebody here is now want to negotiate, they want to beg and ask you to forgive them. Wow, somebody's in denial, it's fighting to come out. Somebody's not facing the truth, they're being irrational. Somebody's there trying to be reasoning here regarding the situation, okay? Because of this loss there now, it seems like somebody is suffering with anxiety. They're scared, they're panicked, they're frightened that something's going to be coming out in the family now. Some of you could have been dealing with the same sex, okay? But now somebody here, TikTok, unconsciously you know this here now, Virgo. There's a deadline, time is running out, okay? Either you move a bit more quicker, because somebody here needs to come in, because for some of you right now, in the past, time was running out for someone to even come to you with an apology. But you've been waiting for some form of financial support, or some invite to some form of event. Could be to do with your child support, alimony. Could be taking somebody to court, or somebody's taking you to court here for child alimony here. But for somebody though, this Knight of Pentacles, it speaks about lust, sexual chemistry, desire. So some of you unconsciously, you got some form of lust or sexual desire here, because somebody here who's caution about the home, the family, somebody wants to punish or pay back. Somebody wants some revenge in the family here, okay? There's definitely some form of retaliation taking place in the home or in the family, okay? And it could be regarding some child alimony or child support, okay? Somebody's definitely been competing here. There could be two baby fathers. Who must say? Who said that? Who must say? And someone's going to be crushed. There could be sad, broken, feeling alone, okay? Because somebody here is going through a major change and they're walking away, because they're going towards some long-term relationship, or somebody's walking away from a long-term relationship. That's the external influence here, okay? Because there's been a major change in this long-term relationship. Somebody's now defensive because somebody's on lockdown. There could be mental prison or there could be physical prison, but somebody definitely who's very defensive is on lockdown. And that could be your hope or your fear here. But with the Queen of Swords here showing up like this as the outcome, wow. Some of you are definitely recalling, reminiscing, memories returning, okay? Some of you could be waiting for to hear what somebody has to say, if they're going to return or not. But at the bottom, you do have pretending. Somebody's being fake and living beyond the means right now. And somebody's going to have a realization, awareness, finding out something's coming to light, okay? It could be that somebody is running and avoiding a situation here because there is genuine and certain love here, or unconditional love for a soulmate. But somebody here is discarding, throwing out, okay? Access denied. That's for somebody. Some of you, it will be access granted. Well, let's see, eh? This is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Venus rising. Let's see what other message here for Virgos do they need to know. Sun, Moon, and Venus rising. Let's see what other message here for Virgo. Ooh, what's the tea? Because somebody's in denial regarding this loss here, getting over this past loss, okay? Somebody probably even had nothing in common with. But yeah, somebody could have caught a case of sexual infection, sexual disease, or could be caught a rash, okay? Now somebody's hurt, scared, panicking, because somebody could have been hooked on drugs and could have caught a case of yeah, somebody's definitely moving, definitely with a love triangle. Let's see if they come back out again. Somebody needs to move in silent. If they're going to be moving, don't let your left hand know what your right hand's doing, because when it concerns this TikTok now, time's running out of somebody coming towards you, because somebody was wearing a mask. Somebody here could have been in the same sex relationship, or somebody had somebody else in their life, okay? This was a divination abuser, because in the future position, you're unbothered, okay? You're unbothered that you're going to get, if you're waiting for financial support or you have to pay some financial support, you're unbothered about this, okay? Because unconsciously, you played out, okay? Or the loss, the chemistry, you played out. You're moving from your family, could be moving home, okay? Because somebody has been retaliating, somebody does want revenge, so you're moving, okay? Because somebody's going to hit the jackpot. That's going to be the influence, okay? And somebody's going to be crushed when somebody hits the jackpot after competing with somebody, okay? After somebody was feeling alone. Somebody's going to hit the jackpot here. You could be winning money, got rich, inheritance. Some unexpected money's coming your way here. But when it concerns your external influence, though, where there has to be a transformation, a change. Somebody has bad habits, drugs, addiction, toxicities, and your hopes and fears regarding somebody who's very defensive and locked down, that they want you back. Some of you are hoping that somebody wants you back. But the outcome showing, though, you are reminiscing here of the Queen of Swords, but somebody's going through bankrupt, okay? They've got bills that they need to pay that are overdue, but somebody's creeping. Some of you are definitely hanging around karmic friends. You can't fully trust them. There's tension, there's secret competition. They tell you keep your friends close and your enemies closer, but for some of you, there's no facts. Never has the facts. Make sure up and lies. This is your boss daddy, okay? This is a stable, rich business owner, CEO, big dick energy, but they're creeping. Pre-warned, pre-armed, okay? So let's see. What other message here for Virgos do they need to know? Because somebody's unbothered. You will be in the future, especially if you find out somebody here put you in a third party situation now. You have to move on. Somebody was hexing you, if I remember rightly. Somebody sending some negative energy towards you here. Okay, let's see what other message here for Virgo. Yeah, somebody definitely needs an ego check. There's definitely been some interactions that are forcing you to confront your own ego right now, Virgo. Because for some of you will be crossing path, okay? But you're scared or panic about crossing paths with somebody here. It could be a third party. But it's a destined encounter. It's about to happen between you and someone here. Something's about to happen because in the past, somebody was abuser, a divination abuser. But you're going to need a quiet moment. Simple companionship brings you peace and satisfaction for somebody here within the past. But in the future position, somebody's unbothered. You need to be showing your true self courageously here, because unconsciously somebody is played out and somebody is carrying some silent resentment here, okay? Unexpressed feelings of dissatisfaction or simmering beneath the surface, really. This is somebody who's played out that you're moving on from, okay? That may want to be coming back to you, okay, for some reason, but you're moving on. But you got loyal or not, someone is testing your loyalty. This could be somebody in the family that you're retaliating from here, moving on, okay? It's going to be a shocking discovery though, because somebody could be giving somebody the cold shoulder. Someone is deliberately distancing themselves because they're hiding their dissatisfaction here, because that's why they're really dissatisfied and they're not hiding this. Because for somebody though, when it concerns authenticity, future, somebody being unbothered, okay? Again, it's come up keeping up appearance and acting like everything's fine, okay? But just jackpot here. This could be your influence. You're pretending to be fine. You may appear strong outwardly while feeling vulnerable on the inside right now, Virgo, because somebody here is giving you partial truth, okay? Only sharing parts of the truth that benefit oneself, okay? This is somebody who's got bad habits, drugs, addictions, and toxicities, okay? This is your external influence that you're not telling the whole truth, because it seems like you got a supportive cycle here that want you back, okay? But it seems like you're kind of getting a lot of support from a lot of people, or you hope to get a lot of support. But inside this bankruptcy, you're going through inner conflict. Inner conflict makes decisions and making it difficult right now because you're not making a decision. Because somebody's sending mixed signals here. Signals from someone that are unclear and confusing you right now. And this is the friendship test. Your friendship is being tested for loyalty as well right now. But someone is about to confess their true feelings for you, because it's going to be a confession here. But you need to trust in the process. Trust the process to the relationship. Don't rush their answers right now, okay? Because somebody's still got double standards, okay? One rule for them, one rule for you. Any other message here for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising? That's what the tarots are saying here, because somebody here, the challenge is going to be, you're going to be crossing somebody's path here, okay? Between you and someone. But someone's going to be up in their ego and not going to get the wish, because someone's partying too hard and overindulging, and somebody here is under judgment. Because this is somebody in the past that was getting a lot of attention. Could have been a Leo, okay? But somebody who's getting a lot of success or satisfaction in the past. But tick-tock, because in the future position, it's going to be a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer here, okay? Who's keeping up appearance and acting like everything's fine. But somebody needs to be their authentic self. But somebody's unbothered here. Could be this Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Because somebody's just focusing on the work, okay? You'll find out if this person's loyal or not, because somebody is coming towards with some romantic proposal or invitation. Someone's taking some form of action here, but somebody is giving you partial truth, okay? But somebody's trying to avoid a tower moment, that's why. This could be a Sagittarius or a Scorpio or Aries, but somebody's resisting change, okay? Which is going to cause a tower moment. This is the external. Somebody's avoiding some form of tragedy here. Like I said, someone's trying to escape a tower moment. But for somebody here, though, beneath it all, somebody could be in a 10-year committed relationship, financially stable, okay? But your hopes and fears is that somebody is lacking some form of success. Somebody hasn't completed the cycle, and somebody feels like they're carrying a burden here because they haven't completed the cycle, and somebody's feeling rejected. They've got some form of regret, okay? about making a decision or a difficult decision. But somebody is just focusing on negativity. Because in the past, somebody wasn't a divination abuser, okay? Trying to get some sort of success, but somebody could be going through financial difficulties with the Five of Pentacles here. And this could be around the home, because somebody's unhappy, okay? A cancelled reunion, because somebody's leaving home, okay? Home that they was eventually happy in, okay? Because it's been a betrayal. But you're going to be learning from your past, okay? Some of you could have been pulling yourself together after a betrayal. Some of you, it was a son. Some of you, there was a lot of conflict in the home and somebody had to move out. Como say? Yeah. Could have gone through financial difficulties, struggling. Well, that's what other message here for. Yeah, somebody here is insecurity here. It seems your worth is being intrusive. And somebody here is unchanging. There's definitely doubt, uncertainty, and somebody is not getting the wish here, is suffering some form of anxiety because something isn't changing, somebody's insecure, and somebody here is up in their ego. It's beyond the facade of ego, lies the depths of true character. Somebody's coming across arrogant, prideful, and vain, and somebody's feeling ashamed. You need to embrace your flaws. They are part of your unique story, Virgo, because somebody here is feeling humiliated. There's been some disgrace and embarrassment in the past because somebody was up in their ego or pride, okay? Was a divination abuser in the past, because in the future position, somebody's got projection. You need to seek the truth within before pointing fingers here. Or this could be somebody pointing fingers at Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, or they're pointing fingers at you. But it speaks about blame, deflection, and accusation. But somebody here who's trying to keep up some appearance here, this is their authentic self here, okay? They're showing the true self and being courageous because they're unbothered, okay? Because for somebody here, unconsciously, they're under judgment, okay? Over some form of inheritance or finances, but it's telling to judge less and understand more, Virgo. Criticism, evaluation, and condemnation, some of you have been, okay? And now somebody here is carrying some silent resentment, unexpressed feelings, dissatisfaction, okay? Because somebody's played out here. Somebody here who could have been in a long-term relationship is now feeling numbness. To feel pain is to be alive and human. But insensitivity, disconnection, and this speaks about indifference. Somebody here who's working on trying to change from that numbness and being indifferent to the circumstances. Consciously you know this, okay? Because somebody definitely could be moving, okay, out of a home, out of a relationship. Because when it concerns an invitation here, somebody's underneath some form of illusion. You need to seek reality, even if it's raw and challenging. Because somebody's underneath some mirage, fantasy, or deception here. Somebody here is pretending to be fine. You may appear strong and outwardly while you're feeling vulnerable right now, Virgo. Even though you could be winning some money, got rich for some of you, somebody here is feeling crushed, broken, and feeling alone. Because somebody here is in the external influence who's trying to avoid a tower moment or coming out of a tower moment because you're only sharing parts of the truth that benefit oneself. You're going to be going through some form of grief because somebody's in pain. You need to find healing and deeper connection to the self right now, because somebody could be going through sorrow, mourning, because there's going to be a loss, okay? Somebody's only getting partial truth about somebody's bad habits here, because somebody here could have been a death or separation or divorce in a long-term relationship, and somebody's going through grief. And when it concerns the hopes and the fears right now, you've got obscurity on the world that's incomplete, because in the unknown, there's room for endless possibilities. Darkness, a bigotry, mystery. Somebody here is being quite shady, and somebody in a conflict is going to end up rejecting somebody because there's distrust. You need to have faith in oneself it can rebuild trust in others here, Virgo. Because there's definitely some form of suspicion, doubt, or mistrust around somebody here. Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Because somebody here is reminiscing, okay, about somebody returning. But somebody here's got the sword up. Somebody wants some truth. Because at the bottom, somebody's going to end up with regrets, okay? Because the past cannot be changed here, Virgo, but the future is still in your hand. It's all about remorse, sorrow, and ruin here. You need to let go of the past, let go, because somebody's still holding on to some past hurt, okay, or past resentment. If this resonates with you, please like, share, subscribe. Let's see if anything here. I'm spilling some tea here because somebody could be overindulging and now they're underneath judgment regarding partying too hard because you're going to have a friendship test. It seems like your friendship is being tested for loyalty right now because you're in a karmic lesson here, Virgo. There are karmic lessons in the relationship that need to be learned for somebody here because in the past somebody is feeling ashamed. They are part of your unique story though, but for somebody here, you got trust in your process here. You need to trust the process of the relationship and don't try to rush for answers because in the future position where somebody's projecting and somebody's unbothered, someone is about to confess their true feelings to you here, okay? Because at the bottom, you do have judgment. You're going to receive some unexpected news. It's going to be unbelievable news that will shatter your expectation here because consciously, somebody has control issues, okay? Control issues are present in this relationship right now here, Virgo, and it's a karmic lesson because your influence seems to be past life that echoes. Some connections or feelings feel like echoes from your past life right now, and for somebody here, they're going through grief, okay? Because somebody spills the beans. Someone is about to reveal everything. No holds barred here, Virgo, okay? We're going to be letting you know that the grief that you're going through in the tower moment is because somebody's refusing to change and somebody's walking away because somebody's pushing boundaries here. Someone may be testing your limits here. And this is your hope and fear that somebody does this, especially if they've got you in an open relationship, okay? Because there's definitely distrust. Yeah, someone's playing both sides. Someone is trying to please everyone here, okay? The person here is a people pleaser, okay? But at the bottom, you do have the cold shoulder. Someone is deliberately distancing themselves and hiding dissatisfaction. That's why they don't want you to see it because it's a push and pull. The push and pull in the relationship causes emotional instability here, Virgo. And somebody here is clearing the air. Clearing up the misunderstanding through communication right now because there is gossip spreading. Rumors are spreading very quickly right now, Virgo. If this resonates with you, please like, share, subscribe. Any other message here for Virgos? I want to pull a card from the Intuitive Whispers because as an overview of this reading right now, because you're going to receive some unexpected news. Somebody here, and you consciously know this, is trying to control the situation of being a bit of a control freak. Okay, this could be you or the person you're dealing with, or you're dealing with somebody who's a people pleaser, trying to please everybody. Okay, so let's see. All the message does Virgo need to know regarding using their intuition right now? Ground from the root. And some of you need to trust the call. So somebody could be the 5th, could be May, something could happen in May, ground the root. Somebody could be 44, but you need to trust the call. Okay? So I'm going to read to you now. Trust the call first. This is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Venus rising. Trust the call. Now this is under, let's see, action card that you need to take, Virgo. Okay, this is to guide you to take some form of action and trust and take the leap. Your intuition is calling you now. Are you listening? Maybe you've been too busy or distracted to hear it, but it's always communicating with you and directing you to where you need to go. If you're struggling to find clarity in the direction of your life, stop looking and start listening. Trust that gut instinct that is like your internal navigator. Long before your phones became our navigators, we instinctively knew where to go. So put your phone away and trust this call instead. It's a call that has no agenda except your happiness. Ring ring, it's your intuition here. Trust it not just given, it's earned. Trust is not just given, it's earned. But your intuition has earned it trust from a lifetime of always being there. Maybe it is you who has been ignoring its call. To trust your intuition, you need to become silent. So quiet that the only thing that you can hear is yourself. Excuse me. Close your eyes and listen. What is coming through? You do not need any other guidance because your own intuition whispers, know you best. They are the most powerful guidance you have. Welcome home. Because all the answers you need right now are within you, and that's the only action you need to take is right now. But somebody needs to ground themselves. You need to escape from your overthinking mind and ground yourself in your body right down to your roots. You are spending too much time in your thoughts, which are holding you in a past or predicting or an uncertain future. When you're grounded, you are fully present in your body. There's a deep wisdom that can be found there. The insights from your own life experience plus the wisdom of your ancestors who have walked before you. It's time to get rooted in nature and connect fully to your body to rediscover the strength that lies deep within you. Now, how to ground. Find a comfortable seat out in nature if possible and close your eyes. Notice the ground supporting you. Begin to deepen your breath, inhaling for 4 seconds and exhaling for 4. Visualize roots growing down into the earth beneath you. Follow your awareness as it takes you deeper into the earth until you reach its very center. Repeat these words of affirmation. I am grounded and rooted in deep wisdom of my body. Now that's for somebody, because this is the karmic lesson that you're in right now, or some of this is the time this reading could have already taken place or taking place now. But someone's definitely up in their ego and they need to check themselves from hearing before they wreck themselves, because somebody here is playing both sides here. Someone's trying to appease everyone, okay? And they're going through inner conflict here, because you can please some of the people some of the time, Virgo, but you can't please all of the people all of the time. And somebody may need to learn this lesson. If this resonates with you, Virgo, please like, share, subscribe. I send you love and light. Namaste.